Oh, well, Daniel, since Tanner was earlier talking about celebrations and that sort of thing, we wanted to celebrate you today. That was kind of the plan that Tanner and I had cooked up for this podcast. So
you feel celebrated?
You found out.
A little too humble. So yeah, this one's about you, Daniel.
This is what you guys have been talking about ever since you found out you were on together 10 minutes ago?
Yes.
Yeah. 15. It was definitely 15.
15. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. 15. Okay. This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else. And that other someone else is Tanner Bates, but also Alex. He's back on the podcast.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since I've been here. So you guys have gotten your facial hair is a little more different, is a little different this time. But I'm glad to be in the same room with you guys.
Me too. Well, let's not waste any time. Let's talk about our topic of the day, which is the returning Yellow Jacket 2023 season.
Oh, yeah.
They are coming back. Wait, it starts in 2 weeks.
I think it's 2 weeks. Daniel, what are you? Are you DB coach? Is that right?
Am I what?
The defensive backs coach, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I have to check I thought Tanner was. I don't.
I'm actually the not defensive backs. I'm the offensive backs coach.
Okay, that's good. Nice. And obviously, you guys are familiar with my work. I'm the long snappers coach, and so we're here to give you an insider look at Georgia Tech football 2023.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, well, we'll save the juicy details for last. I know everybody wants to hear about the ins and outs of the long snapper position and the heated battle we've been having over the summer. We have some really good guys, but that will all come later. Let's talk about that first matchup that we've got. You know, your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets against
the team that's not yours. Loserville.
You don't like them. They're annoying. You hear them in the morning. They're pretty loud. They're the Cardinals from the state of Kentucky in the city of Louisville, the Louisville Cardinals. Tanner, I gotta say, I don't feel super great about this one.
Really?
But I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Wait, so Louisville's in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh my God.
Seriously?
But, I mean, I'm looking at
idea. I had no idea where Louisville was.
Where did you think it was?
I thought it was in Missouri, guys.
Missouri.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was actually born in Louisville, so I would know where it is.
Okay,
so.
I got it confused with St. Louis.
Okay.
That's what it was.
That's fair. That's fair. I see where you made that.
And not to be confused with St. Louisville, which is a different city.
No, they should just merge already. It's too complex. Oh man. Okay. Well, don't I feel like an idiot?
So it sounds like our running game might struggle this year with who's behind the helm.
Yeah, we've actually been training for the St. Louis Cardinals on accident.
Yeah.
They might
didn't really work out there.
I'm sure their batting average will be high, but that's rough. No, but yeah. Well, fortunately, we're not going to have to worry about traveling to the great state of Missouri or the city of St. Louis or wherever it is, because that's right. It's going to be in our own backyard in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. How do you guys feel about that?
That is really cool. Well, that's on a Friday, right?
Yes, sir. You are correct.
I think I should go. Daniel, when are you getting? When are you passing through? On Labor Day?
Labor Day.
Okay.
Yeah, on Labor Day. Yeah.
That's that weekend, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Not 9-1.
I'm gonna miss it. Here's the thing, guys. My big conspiracy theory, which is true. Louisville just loves Friday football games. I don't know why. Thank you for the support.
Did you guys hear me? Did that sound really weird?
Yeah, that's like, yeah. It sounded like, yeah.
It was. Oh my god!
That sounded like a euphoric release.
A rock star.
I know, you were really happy about what I said.
I was. Sorry. Okay. Whoa. I'm gonna have to listen to the podcast. Just listen to it back for that.
Oh, I'll be putting it on repeat. Got to pump those listens up. Anyway, Daniel, you were saying.
That was kind of it. Louisville just plays a lot of Friday games. I don't know why.
Against us or in general?
In general, but especially against, just because they're respective against us a lot. Every time we play Louisville, it's been on a Friday. Prove me wrong. You can't, because you're not going to put the time in to figure that out. But
I'm on ESPN right now. It probably wouldn't be too hard, but
all right, well.
Yeah, I'm not going to put in that effort. I'll take your word for it that like the last 2 hours.
Take my word for it. They love the Friday. I'm not saying every game they play is on Friday. I'm saying that it seems like, because I did look into this a little bit, but this was like 4 or 5 years ago. But it seems like they play a few, like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 games on Friday a year, which maybe on the surface doesn't sound a lot, but keep in mind there's only 12 games.
That's like 50% of the season. That's a lot.
And most teams play maybe 1 game on a Friday a year, right? If that. A lot of teams don't even do Fridays, because Friday is typically reserved for high school football. That's why it's usually not a big college football night.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I have to say is my Friday football. I don't know why they love it. I don't know if that's, I'm not sure. Tanner?
Yeah, it certainly throws the equilibrium off. What do you think, Tanner?
Guys, you can thank the Friday games for being like, oh, that's a change of pace. It's all fun. It's on a Friday. It's not on a Saturday like they usually are. So you can appreciate the change of pace. It might work with some people's schedules better on a Friday. Maybe sometimes, you can't chop it for a Saturday. But you can for a Friday. Which is, I think, maybe I'm just kind of speaking from my own experience, but I want to go to Dragon Con, which is Saturday and Sunday. Well, it's the whole weekend, but I might get Saturday and Sunday tickets. This way I can also go to the Yellow Jackets premiere game on Friday. So
that's smart. Where do they hold Dragon Con? Isn't it? Is it
I think
like
it's
in
in a convention
hotels?
center. Yeah,
Okay.
in one of the hotels. Yep. They haven't released who's headlining or not headlining, but a schedule. So it's which is kind of shitty, and it starts in 10 days. So I don't know, guys. But yeah, so I'm excited for that, and then I can do both. I still need to get tickets. How much are they?
I'm looking right now.
Yellow Jacket tickets.
I see $44, and I'm gonna guess that's pre-fees. So you're probably thinking like 60, 65.
Oh my God, I'm not made of money.
Yeah.
So what's he, Georgia Tech? What if they lose, guys?
Then I think you're fully refunded, right?
Okay. I'd hope so.
Yeesh.
It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be.
Yeah.
God, guys, Georgia Tech is so bogus. I went to the ramblinrec.com. If you scroll down, there's just a giant ad for the official gear. And it's a JPEG, and its resolution is a terrible resolution. It's bad. I'm gonna go see it, what the resolution is.
Because we're publicly funded? I don't know.
No. Well, there should be more money in the, it's 1536 by 864. It's the resolution. I don't know if that helps with you guys.
It's a long.
I read on fakenews.com I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, that Georgia Tech has like $300 million in debt in their athletics department.
Oh, they're you're right. They're like $300 million, and that's why they had to take the Hyundai deal. Because anything, which really sucks. It's like, how are we so in debt? We're not even good enough to like deserve not being in debt.
It's a terrible situation. You're not good and you have no money.
Oh God, it's so frustrating. You just like where we are and all of that. Like we're in the South, It's not like there's a lot of football here. But we're just like so trash compared to everyone that's around us. It's just so embarrassing. And we have the freaking Hyundais. They're like nice cars, but I don't know.
I'll take it because this day and age, it's all about money.
It really is.
If you don't have any money, there's going to be a program left in 10 years or once the debt has to be collected. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to do anything desperately. And if they die, sorry, continue.
Sorry, so no, Tanner, you go ahead.
No, I was.
Talk about the debt, Tanner. Go ahead.
I think I don't know. I don't want to think about it, but here's what I'll say. There's a lot of uncertainty right now in the college football world because of the conference realignment. I hope the Yellow Jackets turn out okay. I know, based on my luck, that it's, of course, just my luck that my, alma mater goes bankrupt and then, NIL.
Kicked to Division 3.
Rich teams get better and richer, and then, poor teams eventually have to cut their losses and, I don't know, trying to desperately hold any kind of conference, or maybe they just absolve their athletics. I don't know. The Pac-12, they disbanded, right?
I don't think so, but they're taking heavy losses, and the white flag might come up at some point.
So, like, if you don't partner with one of the conferences eventually, like if you're, I don't know, Utah, and I know they would probably partner with someone, like you just can't play anyone with your football team, and therefore you don't make any money, right? You need to be in a conference to be making money, essentially, because you need TV deals and whatnot. I just feel like Georgia Tech will slowly wither away, and then something will happen with the conference we're in, and we won't be able to do anything about it. So we just don't have anything. So, just my luck, right?
The ACC is in this. Daniel, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say the ACC has some problems that Daniel knows a lot about and can speak on. That's what I was going to say.
Were you actually going to say that?
No, I just wanted to pass it off to you.
I'm reading here on fakenews.com that Stanford, which I'm sure you guys have heard, is interested in joining the ACC, right?
Yeah.
From the Pac-12. They're even open to joining at a greatly reduced or no media rights payout for several years. They're basically interested in joining. They're so desperate they'll join for free.
Yes, which is literally insane. And Georgia Tech will have to go that route. I mean, we're not too different from Stanford, culturally, right? Same kind of.
I think they're smarter than us for sure. But I see what you're saying.
Yes. I don't know. Sorry, can you hear me? Hello, testing.
You're a whisper in the distance, but yes.
Okay. So they're a little bit smarter. Sure. But I don't know. I think something happens to the ACC, we'd be in a similar boat as Stanford, I'm sure. Like, trying to do anything. Trying to take on debt, trying to rename Bobby Dodd Stadium to 1-800-CASH-NOW Stadium at Hyundai Field.
Oh, nice.
That has a nice ring to it. We should lean into something like really bad. We could do like Magic City Stadium or something. The strip club, whatever. They probably have a lot of money.
Yeah, I can't think of there's got to be some like casino in Vegas you could do.
Yeah, the Bellagio Stadium at Bobby Dodd Field at Bellagio Stadium. Well, yeah, where would Georgia Tech end up? I mean, our brand is like
Europe. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna play in the European basketball leagues.
We could. Hey, we could.
Well, I don't know how ACC basketball works. I mean, are they doing well? You know, you think they would, but I feel like not as well recently. I'm talking about like, financially, right?
The ACC, the conference.
Yeah, because that could kind of hold them together if they kind of say, well, we got to stay together for men's basketball. If they're making a good profit, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea, but the brands are there because they've got Duke, North Carolina. ACC.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's probably if not like, it's probably a top 3 basketball conference.
Well, I don't know anymore. I mean, I don't know how the ratings have worked out. Georgia Tech obviously gets tens of people in the stadium every game, but I don't know overall how they're going.
Honestly, it might even be up to dozens, Daniel. So I wouldn't be so down. Yeah, I wouldn't be so down on that. But no, you're right. I mean, I think despite having some inside knowledge with X's and O's and coaching position players for Georgia Tech, I think the budget and the finances of each individual conference are a little above our pay grade or outside our scope. So unfortunately, we know that our listeners come here for hard-hitting sports analysis, and unfortunately, we can't always. Sometimes we drop the ball, pun intended. So we're sorry about that.
I've got here. I don't even know how credible this website is, but I mean they're getting either close to or over 1 million views per game. Actually, no, they're all getting over 1 million views per game in
like
the ACC tournament.
Averaged out.
Yeah, for the ACC. So this past the 2023 ACC tournament.
Oh, okay.
This is like one of the days. I don't know which day this is. This is probably like the first day of the tournament. They're getting over 1 million views per game. Let's see. Yeah, well, it's not really showing there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. The Little League World Series does very well, apparently.
Yeah, I've never really tuned into that. I guess it's cute. I don't know.
It's cute.
Watch a bunch of try to play baseball. I don't know.
How old are they? I don't know.
I think 12 to 14 feels right, but I really don't know. They're not like 6 or something.
No, yeah, I think they're like there's something that sounds right. 12 to 13. So Tanner, look that up.
Yeah, Jamie, pull up that video of a bear fighting a Little League team.
Bear fights Little League team. Guys, it looks like the Little League team is going to lose.
Well, they've got a lot of they've got a good hitter on that team, so maybe he can save them.
Oof.
I don't know. No, it is a little distressing to hear about Georgia Tech's. I just wish I wish we weren't so bad. It's a pretty base take, but
I wish we were worse, actually.
See, so it's not a bad take because you always have people on the other side of the aisle.
Yeah, there's always two sides.
Two suits to every story.
Yeah,
just like how there's two sides to how we can cultivate resilience and navigate adversity and thrive in a changing world. Right? Because in today's changing world, resilience has become an essential skill for individuals, communities, and organizations. What that means is we're going to dive into some concepts about resilience. We're going to explore how people can develop the capacity to bounce back and adapt to new challenges and even grow stronger. So we're going to further explain how sharing insights, personal experiences, and other evidence-based techniques might give you that bounce back factor if you're looking to develop.
Thanks, Tanner. I'm glad we're getting to
Well, that's why I'm introducing the Mindscape experience. We are a proud sponsor of Mindscape experience. They just like how there were two sides to everything. Mindscape. I can't do this ad read, guys. I can't do this. I can't.
Where's this coming from?
It's an ad read. Here, I'll put it in the chat. Just can someone else do the ad read for me?
Yeah. Daniel, you're the host. You want to do it?
Daniel, I'm sorry.
See.
Oh, you're the host, so you.
Tanner was supposed to do it.
Here's the ad read. It's
Tanner was supposed to do it, but I can do it. I can do it if you need me to. Wow, this is a lot. I thought
you're the host. You pick.
All right.
I can't. I'm giggling through it. I'm not doing great.
I can do it. I can. I can keep a straight face. Where did I just start from the beginning?
Start the microphone.
I'll start from the beginning. Introducing the Mindscribe experience, your personal journey to inner resiliency. Are you ready to embark on a transformative journey toward unwavering inner resilience? Look no further than the Mindscribe experience, the ultimate companion for your mental and emotional well-being. Imagine a world where you possess the tools to navigate life's twists and turns with grace, emerging stronger from every challenge. With the Mindscribe experience, this world is at your fingertips. Join us on an immersive audio adventure like no other, where soothing voices guide you through captivating stories of triumph, growth, and resilience. Each episode is meticulously crafted to transport you into a realm of inspiration and self-discovery. So, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Okay. Here are the key features of the Mindscribe experience. So we'll go through these one by one. We can stop after each one so you guys can kind of talk about how you've sort of, because you two obviously have you have a decent amount of exposure to the Mindscribe experience, so you can kind of talk about how you've personally been involved.
Daniel, they're just our sponsor, and
I know, but you guys
say it. I don't want their sponsorship anymore. I know we did the ad read for them. I don't want them anymore.
You were not a fan.
Well, I'm not a fan of the product. No.
Because I was about to tell you about resilience, journeys, guided reflections, mindful escape, calm sound.
I know. Trust me, I have the script for the ad read. But let me bring it full circle and say how there's two sides to this, right? The concept of this mindful experience, it sounds intriguing and beneficial. There are just several potential challenges that are going to hinder its success. Like, I hate the product, right? It's entirely reliant on the quality of the content and user experience. So if the stories, guided reflections, whatever, soundscapes, if they're not compelling, well produced, or even like relevant to a user, they might lose interest. So I don't know. There's that, and like, I'm sure you guys also have like subscription fatigue, right? Many users are probably also subscribed to other apps and platforms, and it's a real thing, subscription fatigue.
Yeah. Thanks, Tanner.
So Tanner, you're kind of jumping on.
But the biggest thing is their pricing model, and you didn't talk about it because at the end of the ad read, you redirect to their website and they talk more about there. But it's a scam, right? How are you going to decide the right price model? It's too tricky. If the product's too expensive, it might discourage potential users, and if it's too low, it'll raise doubts about its quality and value. So they have to hit that sweet spot, and I don't think they do. That's
Alex,
just my two cents.
Well, we'll let Alex talk about it. Yep, Tanner, you've given your opinion. Let's see how Alex feels about it, because he's also
every point.
He's had a lot of history with it. So go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say that just as a disclaimer, we do get a discount as partners with my one of the apps that I have used with relative frequency. Obviously, don't need to check back in the chat for what it is. Just kind of emphasizing how much I've used it. Mindscribe.
Yeah,
I knew that. And so we do get a discount, just to be transparent with our listeners here. But no, yeah, I think just to kind of Tanner before our podcast here, you kind of went into some personal stuff, and I will too. Before Mindscribe, I straight up, I was a bitch. Like, I'm just gonna say it, and I will say after about 13 years of using the product, I have more resilience. I can when they don't have Tostitos chips at the grocery store, I can stomach it. It used to be possibly the worst thing I could have gone through, but now I'm able to ride through life's challenges. So I think it's a little unfair to fully endorse him, and I see where Tanner's coming from. For me personally, someone who is a partner and gets an 80% discount, it has been worth it. So if you can somehow swing that, I would recommend it.
Yep. And
yeah, I could see both sides. Go ahead, Tanner.
No, I was going to say the biggest thing is obviously just an investment in yourself. That's what the experience provides. You're investing in your own personal growth, self-care. And it's just, that's what's important. I talked to you guys before we even started the podcast, but just taking the time for yourself to nurture your inner resilience, that's like the number one thing you can do to create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. So ultimately, the Mindscribe experience offers a holistic and engaging approach to personal development. It's a unique blend of storytelling, reflection, and mindfulness that can empower you to embrace life's challenges with grace and thrive in both your personal and professional spheres. So with that, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Mindscribe, and you can go find them on their website at www.mindscribeexperience.com. So thank you for being our sponsor. Also, that whole thing was the ad read, guys. They wanted me to have a conflicting viewpoint. Like, it literally said in the ad read, Tanner argues with Alex on...
I will say it was one of the longer ad reads that we've gotten for this show, but I think we did it well.
I think we're being handsomely compensated, once again, to be transparent with our users. Obviously, they're paying.
That's because it was a 10-minute ad read. Yeah. Like, we had to... No, we negotiated really well with them. Yeah. They play ball, but they do more than that. They make the show possible. So, thank you once again, Mindscribe Experience.
And, I not to belabor the point, I guess we can transition this, but Daniel, you originally called this the Experience Podcast to, because it's kind of diverged from that a little bit. I'd say for the better. I think you've taken this in your artistic direction has really, really helped the show, but it was called Experience because you wanted to give tips on how people can get through rough experiences in their life. So I just want to shout out that we do have a lot in common with the sponsor.
And we worked with them over a number of times over the years. We've kind of supported what they've done, and we've had sponsorship. So if you go over to their website, you'll see our show there as well. So there's a lot of synergy going on between them because we're both trying to but I think what we can kind of say in common, again, Tanner has argued the price points and such, and that was part of the ad read, but we can say that we're both the experiences, if you will, are about boosting your own resiliency and helping it infiltrate throughout your life.
It's a good word, Daniel, infiltrate. Been reading that dictionary.
I've seen it.
Great, fellas. So, and that leads us to our next point. Daniel, you're planning on going, I forget exactly what they call it, when you swim it in the cage with the sharks, in the cage swimming or whatever, where they put you in a very strong metal cage in shark-infested waters. tell us about what inspired you to take on that challenge.
So it's called shark cage diving. It's where you go down into the water where there's a lot of sharks, and you mostly stay in the cage, obviously, for safety reasons, but you get to see the sharks, as close as you can. Now, is every cage completely shark proof? I mean, I can't speak to that. There's been a number of incidents, obviously, where things go wrong. There's been obviously movies and things like that. I think it's a great opportunity for me to sort of try something new. Try something that'll really get you. A lot of people, when they want to get their adrenaline up, they go on a roller coaster, they do whatever. But I think this is sort of something that's a little different. It's a little more unique. Where you get to see things that most people don't get to even get near. So.
I'm really excited for you, Daniel. That should be a fun experience. Tanner, in your previous job, you worked on, I guess, in a data scientist role for a company that builds those shark cages. So can you give us a little insight into the industry, perhaps give Daniel any tips that he may want before he gets into hot water, so to speak?
Hot water, but it's actually cold. I get it. Ha ha ha. Yeah. So I was in a data science capacity, data analyst capacity within the I guess we're going to call it Company X. I don't know if we want to name them, talk about previous employment. But just a quick overview. The data science role in this company is it's beyond just crunching the numbers. It's ensuring product safety, customer experience, and environmental responsibility above all else. And the way we accomplish this is through an intense application of data analyses, predictive modeling, and just generating innovative insights with the data we have. Because it really is a data-driven market, right? Data scientists, they look at customer demographics, preferences, and are able to provide recommendations that tailor marketing efforts, right? So you're really just helping, working closely with each of the teams, right? Like it is such a cross-functional role at Company X. Just because one day maybe working with marketing, right? How do we look at customer demographics? This project. And then maybe you're looking at operations optimization, right? How can we optimize the logistical aspects of cage deployment, maintenance, retrieval, yada, 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 based on weather conditions, travel times, equipment usage data, right? Of course, like I said, environmental impacts. You can monitor and analyze data relating to the cage installations and assess any potential disruption to local ecosystems, right? All about suggesting ways to minimize the company's footprints. We did kind of help the design team a little bit, just by, simulating different scenarios that could optimize cage structure, the materials, the positioning for maximum protection, right? What is the best way to, frankly, have the cheapest cage that's the safest, and, position it for the maximum protection possible, right? But also ensure that the, customer experience is like, wow, you're really up next to these sharks. So it was a little bit of everything, you had to put on multiple different hats each day. Think like a marketing analyst one day. Think like a product analyst the next. So I really welcomed that experience. So thank you, Product X, or Company X. And actually, thank you to Mindscribe Experience for granting me the role at Company X, and also for doing the ad read. Actually, everything we've said so far has been part of the ad read. It actually said in the script for the ad reads that Alex bring up Company X and then ask Tanner to talk about what it's like to be in a data science capacity at Company X. So as we're nearing the end of this, and also mentioning the ad read is an ad read at the very end, and mentioning that the entire time we've been doing an ad read and having a twist ending is part of the ad read. Because mindful experiences are about, well, they're about mindfucks. Let's call a spade a spade. It's about really getting in there, testing your resolve by giving you an ending you didn't see coming. So with that, I'd like to thank my other podcast hosts, and good night.
Well said, Tanner.
This is a morning podcast, though, Tanner.
Oh, shoot, really? And good, and enjoy the rest of your day.
The experience blew.
Oh, my God. Okay.